Hello everyone, welcome to the Watchtower, and today I'm going to be doing a brand new graphic novel review. This is on The Human Target, written by Tom King with art by Greg Smallwood. And so this is 2 volumes, and I was originally going to do the one, review the first volume and then do the second one and review them separately, but since there's one, full story, I just decided we'll just do a review on both full volumes and everything. Instead of breaking it into two, let's do the whole thing so I can talk the whole story and everything, and and you guys know about that and everything. Um, this is the Human Target. Um, like I said, written by Tom King with art by Greg Smallwood, and the Human Target, for anybody who doesn't know, is a character that was created by Len Wein. And his name is Christopher Chance, and basically he's called the Human Target because if you feel like maybe your life's in danger or something like that, maybe you think someone's out to do you harm, maybe assassinate you. If you're you could be an important character, you can hire this guy, and he will assume your person, and he will assume your identity, and he will take the bullet for you. Basically, his thing is, he dies so that you can live. Um, yeah, and he's kind of like a detective and stuff. He tries to figure out like who's trying to kill you and stuff, and takes your place and thwarts the attempt at your life. That's basically his the general overview of the character. And so this book is basically so what happened. What the overall premise of this story is that the human target is hired by Lex Luthor to, Lex Luthor thinks someone's trying to kill him, to assume Lex Luthor's identity and figure out who's trying to kill him. Someone does try to kill Christopher Chance asks us who does try to kill him. He thwarts that, but he also finds out that he was poisoned by someone else trying to kill Lex Luthor, and he's given 12 days to live. So he goes on this whole thing where he's going to investigate who killed him, and the main culprits are Justice League International. So he starts looking into them and figuring out, you know, which one of the members of the Justice League International actually killed him. So this is very much a noir, hard boiled detective book, and this kind of stuff is right up my alley. I love noir detective stories. I'm a big fan of movies. Maltese Falcon, Double Indemnity, Sunset Boulevard, those old noir movies, detective stories, and then I'm a big fan of like books and stuff about detective stories and stuff too, and that hard boiled kind of, the PI, talking about like, and she walked into the place and I could tell right away she was trouble, that kind of thing. I love stories like that. I love the whole like the PI genre. So this was right in my wheelhouse. So I was really, really excited to read this, to get into it. I really, really liked this book. It was so, so good. It's not going to be for everybody because it is kind of a detective story. It's very standalone. He does, there is, but some of these characters, they don't really behave, you know, like they would in main DC continuity because he has to kind of fit, he's playing that noir genre, so certain characters have to, the femme fatale, and the hothead and all that kind of stuff. You have to kind of play some of those archetypes. So he kind of massages some characteristics a little bit to fit this narrative, but I thought it was great. But, like I said, I'm a big fan of that genre and everything, so I love this. I thought it was really, really well done. It is Black Label, so it is for adults. So it's 17 plus. There is language and stuff like that. One thing surprising about this though is that all the F words were like bleeped out. Like where they do the comic book words, like the pound sign and the thing for it. That was surprising to me that this is a mature book, and they did the comic book curse words for the F word, with just the F word, which was interesting. I don't know why they did that, but I don't know, but they did. But whatever. But yeah, I really, really like this story. It was so, so good. My only issue with it is really I I saw who the murderer was going to be fairly early on. I felt it was super obvious who the murderer was. Um, Now, did was the reason everything why this person wanted to kill Lex Luthor, would accidentally kill? Question Chance wasn't compelling. Yeah, it was very, very interesting. I liked that with the character and everything, but I saw who it was. Like within like the first one or two issues with reading it, I was like, oh, it's definitely this person. It was very, very apparent to me. So that was my only issue. I wish I wouldn't have seen it coming so early, but that's one little thing. But the big winner in this book is the artwork. The artwork is fantastic. Greg Smallwood, I don't know how I've heard of this guy before. I don't know what else he's done, but his artwork for this was absolutely just gorgeous. It was so incredible. Just so realistic and so detailed and everything. Yeah, it was such great artwork. This is definitely a guy I'm going to be keeping an eye on. I really, really like what he's doing. I hope he writes more, or not writes, but draws more for DC. Because he was perfect for this book, that like kind of like detective story and everything. Very, very realistic with his drawing and everything. All these human characters and everything. It's just a good job on it. I really, really liked it. Overall, I really, really like this. Besides, I felt like the killer being, fairly obvious. That was really my only gripe with this. But other than that, I thought this was really well done. Really, really liked it. But guys, let me know in the comments what you think. Are you gonna pick this up? Have you read it? What'd you think? Love hearing from you guys. Thank you all so, so much for watching. Please, 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 like and comment on this video. I really appreciate it. Thank you all so, so much for watching, and I will see you the next time I log in for Monitor Duty up here in the Watchtower.